like that. Just sort of everyone knows. Yeah. So ideas that I had for target killing would be you, Nixie. So you do the main target killing because you're the main tank. And generally what you're shooting at or swinging at or slamming on or tickling is what everyone else should be going on. Are you happy with doing that?
Yeah, it's fine.
Cool. That's sorted nice and easily. I'm going to send you up because you were quiet. Then shot calling. So shot calling is main. Wait, I'm trying to read. So if Nixie, do you want to do like, so sort of splitting up the shot calling a little bit, whereas you can sort of do like comp calls. So you call which comp we're going to be playing on which map.
Mhm.
And if you think we need to switch, you then call the switch for that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, cool. And then Fly is going to be doing the majority of the rest of it. So, like, what ults you're going to use, your rotations, and all of the other kind of stuff. The only problem with that is shot calling, those kind of things, well, especially the rotations and backing off and everything like that, is hard to do on Mercy.
Yeah.
Because with Mercy, you're flying around and not generally seeing the fights that much because of stuff. So is anyone sort of willing to take that sort of mantra over when Fly is on Mercy and can't quite do all of that job?
Sure.
So that's just like, okay, fights won, fights lost. Okay, we need to like push on this direction, push on that direction, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And then the last one is alt tracking. Somni, have you ever done alt tracking before?
Yeah, I've done it a lot actually.
Okay, would you be happy to do that then?
Yeah, sure.
That was painless.
Yeah, I've been on like yeah, I've been the old tracker for the 5 last teams I've been on, so
Oh, very
yeah,
experienced.
okay.
Then.
You could say
Is
that.
your alt tracking good? Is the question.
Well, that's debatable, but I'm alright, I guess.
Okay. It's debatable. That's what most people's alt tracking should be. If you think you're 100% confident, then you're probably wrong.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Bit of a backhander.
I was backhander against Jess.
Ah, okay.
Hello. So I'm
Wakey.
Jess, are you alive?
Debatable.
Okay. So then sort of the general, so before this we had a list of like 8 comps. And it's just like,
No.
the majority of them you didn't play. So I was just like, no, I'm just going to cut it down to like the 4 sort of like basic kind of things. So you've got your rush / brawl, you've got your spam / solo survival, dive, and then poke or double shield. And you've sort of noticed the main tank decides which comp you're playing, basically. Ryan Ball, Winston, Narissa. Then the off tanks, I think Jess can do a better explanation of this than me anyway.
Okay, so what do you want me to... Okay. Which comp are we talking about? I'm really here today. I'm not... Yeah.
Just sort of like...
Just generally speaking, are we talking about the brawl or...
sort of generally speaking of like the heroes in each comp and why.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to break down the entire thing from top to bottom?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, rush comp. The name is rush. You're running shit down. You go at them fast, you go at them hard. So that means you'll always have a Ryan, because it's like very brawly, death brawly. You need Ryan fits that perfectly. You want to go things fast, you have a Lucio. The Bat versus the Moira, Bat is better. The heal at the moment, at least. The heals are better. Lamp's got insane value. Moira over time is punishable, but she's hard to dive individually. The only time you should run Moira is if you're playing it to dive. With a Zarya versus D.Va, Zarya's easier, but it means you can't control the tempo. You have to do a bubble rotation, get charged, and then you wait a bit, then go, and then you wait a bit, then go. Like, you play it like that. Yeah?
It's like the Hokey Cokey.
It's Hokey Cokey. And then with D.Va, you just have your damage and everything up already, and you should be able to maintain your DM so you have it most of the fight, so you can just constantly be going at them, but it's harder to do. Creed, okay, so, and there's two different things you can really do with the DPS. You can run Reaper May and just get a wall up and squish them and flatten them. You can put a Kree in, because that counters Reaper May. Kree's better than Reaper in basically every situation, in my opinion, because what Reaper does, Kree can do better, apart from Kree can't Wraith. That's it. And then you might, other things you might run in the Brawl are Sim, so if it's an enclosed thing and you might want to be like holding a small area, so that'd be Nepal Village, Lijiang Control Center, you can run a Sim there. If you want to go spammy, you can also drop a hand, so when there was some these little variants, you don't really need to know about them. Like, generally speaking, just pick, like, ask Luna. Luna knows what DPS is good in the comp. We'll say yes or no, and then from there we can work with it, yeah? Okay, the spam comp bullshit. Basically, you're playing back. If you look at it as a whole, there is a shit. We are really bad at healing, but we are really good at killing everything, basically. So what we're doing is we're backing off. But while we're doing that, we're getting slams in, we're throwing hooks, we're taking flanks on the backline, we're doing loads, and we should be killing them before they get to our backline. Yeah, because they don't really have a target to kill, like, apart from the Zen. But with the amount of damage, we can kill them before they get there if we play it right. It's harder to do. So as you run through it, boom, you sound the backline, you play around the Tracer, you get loads of dives off, but you also, if you're playing into Brawl, or if you're playing into Brawl, you slam them, it slows them down. You're playing into dive, you can slap to peel, but primarily you're looking for dives and displacement. Hog / Sig. Sig is better protection, Hog has more frag potential, Sig is better. You can also run the D.Va, which has even better peels, but less damage output. Tracer, there's going to be a lot of damage. Tracer excels at cleaning up damage. Yeah, okay, D.Va is the best one at the moment, but, you know, it's itty-bitty like that. That's up in the air in Owl, so, you know, it doesn't matter. So, yeah, Tracer really cleaning up. Echo, you can just sink onto the dice. You've got a lot of damage. You can also run a Sombra in that spot to create opportunities. And again, good at cleaning up kills. So there's just loads of damage, and the DPS are good at cleaning it up.
So Nixie just asked about Zarya.
Oh, I didn't hear. Yes, you can run Zarya. Actually, wait, no, is Zarya being run at the moment? It's a bit of both. Basically, yeah, no, you've seen. We saw Zarya in the Seoul versus Washington scrim, but apart from that, we haven't seen it. So I don't know a massive amount about it, but it is very. We are getting one clean dive and we are killing them all. And if we don't do it, then we're done. Or you play aggro with your Brig and then you put your Zarya in a small room and then you do a bunch of damage and it makes them hard to run onto if you're running the mirror. But you have Zarya's. I wouldn't recommend running the Zarya because it requires a lot of coordination and your bubble management for the personals and your spacing. It's really hard. It's probably the hardest hero to play in the ball comp.
I used to play Ball Zarya for a very short period, and it was played in the team was split into two. It was Zarya and the backline,
yes,
and DPS and the ball.
Yeah,
and once the ball makes space or just knocks someone out, the Zarya will just push forward and punish that one target that's been displaced by the ball.
The issue with that is when so what I'm talking about is if you're running the Zarya in this comp, you're running it basically only in the mirror, in theory, because otherwise you just run Sig, because it's better to spam down the Brawl, and if you're getting hard rushed on, you run the D.Va. Like, Zarya's only really good in the mirror between the two, like, for, like, perfect picks. And then if you're rotating up with your personal, you just die straight after. Like, you have to already be playing aggro. So you play your Brig with your Zarya, and you play your Zen further back because projected and packs can reach them anyway. But this is point by point. Like, it's hard. You can get it to work. I wouldn't recommend running it though. Like it's a bit like you might just not get punished because people aren't at the level. but in a perfect like running this comp properly with Azaria is just hard. Are we good with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Mercy, Brig, Slash, Then. If you want to put power into your Echo, you run a Mercy. If you want to put power into your Zen or your Tracer, you run Brig. Brig packs are really good for Tracer, and they're really good. And Brig's really good at protecting Zen. Brig Zen's one of the best support lines in the game. Zen has so much damage. Brig means he can't die. Zen becomes a perfect hero. Like he has no flaws at that point, pretty much.
And it also frees me from being Mr. Protect the President.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, you
Sad
still have
Jono
to.
noises.
You still have to, but you can get a bit more aggro, basically. But yeah, no, it's basically who do you want to put your power into? Do you have a carry Echo, or do you have a carry Trace or a carry Zen, basically? Or does your Echo only need pockets to ever do anything? We don't talk about that. Well, I mean, yeah. Okay, dive. Everyone knows dive. You're taking it slow, you're charging your nano, you're jumping on something. That's basically it. You're just going for dives, you're trying to charge ults. So you won the Winston. Winston go dive. Winston controls all the things. It's just people know how Winston plays in dive. I'd be shocked if you don't. D.Va Zarya, you play D.Va if you want better high ground control and want to sustain longer in fights and just brawl a little bit more, basically. Be more chaotic. You run a Zarya if you want very clean rinse and repeat dives, and that helps you charge your ults a lot better. If you think about it, you've got the grab and then late fight Zarya can also clean up. But also, if you're taking those cleaner engages, that means it's easier for Winston to take damage safely, and that means you like Nano overcharge fast. Like, Nano's really powerful in Dive Mirror. Tracer or Sombra. If you're running D.Va, you run Tracer because you're going for a scrappier thing, there's more opportunities. If you're running Zarya, you should run Sombra because you're going for these set dives, you get the hack off. Winston goes up, he gets bubble, then he has his own bubble, then he backs if he doesn't get the pick. Like, it's more structured. Genji or the Pharah, you can also run the Echo there, which is what's typically run with the Winston Zarya one. Genji, you're playing for Blade and you're dashing through to finish targets. Genji's a weak hero at the moment, but you can make it work. Pharah, you're hard holding corners and you're shooting things like loads of damage, just creating opportunities again. Like, you'll know, generally speaking, in like the spammy comps, like DPS are just creating opportunities or finishing opportunities. It's not often you should solo kill someone.
I thought you were going to say feeding.
Everyone feeds.
I never knew that.
We are all feeders. But no, and then Echo, massive damage output, and then you also charge your ult quickly, which and ult dupe is a massive thing. Like, Echo's just the better Pharah, but if you've got a better Pharah, you run the Pharah, you know what I mean? But you run Mercy or the Brig. If you're running Mercy, it's more power to your Echo or Pharah, or faster Blade charge, like one of the three. But your Ana is exploitable. But Mercy's also a lot easier because despite what ranked will tell you, Brig is not an easy hero. She's got a really low skill floor, not even low skill floor. If she hits something, she gets healed. That makes her a stupid hero, yeah? No. When you're playing in Dive, it's really hard to hit stuff. Your pack timings have to be good. Your positioning has to be perfect because in Dive, if you're running like the Brig Ana, the better target is genuinely the Brig because she isn't going to kill you if you're running a coordinated dive. Like, your positioning on Brig has to be perfect. So Mercy's easier, but it will free up your Ana. Ana, you're farming Nano with the Monkey, or you're saving your sleep to save yourself, like hit a flanker. You can sometimes get aggro with nade, but that's situational. Poke. Okay, so with the way you have it down as Zen rather than Brig, so you are, but pretty much, you're bunkering up all in one spot, or in a split, one of the two, either way, you're getting a lot of damage off into one area, and you're killing them, and killing them before they get to you. Similar thing to the ball comp, except with more damage and more sustain. But if they get to you, you're kind of fucked, basically. You can also, mid-fights, take splits where you put your Sig and your Zen off, or your Sig and your Ashe, or your Hanzo, like that sort of thing. You take an angle, and then you pressure them forward, and then you're with them, they get caught in a pincer. Like, taking angles with this comp is really good, but you have to be coordinated splits. Like, you have to be careful, because if you get it wrong, Sigma's a really good dive target, and he's really easy to get rushed on, so you have to be careful. Your timing has to be good. So, running through. Orisa, you're holding down the main corner. You stick with your BAP generally, and here with the Torb, maybe the Hanzo, like basically you're just the anchor of the comp. Your BAP plays with you. You spam down. You play for holds, and you combo everything into hold. Like if you want to carry on Orisa, you get good holds. Sig, you're playing with your Orisa to begin with, or you're off angling, one of the two. You need to learn the timing. When you've got an advantage, you push up, you take the angles. That's more value, but it's more punishable. So that's about timing. That's pretty much it. You're just about timing of angles and basically when you can take space. Ash and Widow. I hate Widow in this comp, I will admit, but if you've got a good Widow, you've won Widow. Like, sometimes you just have a good Widow. Widow's, like, not amazing here, like. It's just basically Widow has a lot of peels and a lot of protection, that's why you can run her. But, Ash is just better because you can just throw the Might into the pool and they just die. Like, Might pull is such a big combo. Also, Bob pairs well with pull as well. Like Ash pairs really well with Orisa. So you just taking the angles with the Sig when he takes the split and then comboing into the pull. Hanzo, break their shields. Basically, you want the Hanzo to break shield. Like, massive damage output. Echo, again, pressuring shields, but this time you get to go off on angles and blow them up from behind a little bit. But you have to be careful because your healing is Zen, that's more punishable. Torb, you're harder to run on. I wouldn't recommend running the Torb if you're running the Zen, but it's just a bit more protection for your core. Like decent spam and decent protection. If you're playing into dive, maybe run the Torb though. Then Discord the pools, like you're squishy, but you've got a lot of protection. But Discord's insane. You just Discord things, they die, especially if they're pooled. Again, everything combos into pool. And that's about it. Just Discord's massive and you've got protection. Stick with your Orisa. Bap, hello Bap. Heal shit. If they throw big ults at you, use your lamp. It's very simple. You window the pool. If you get dove, you use your shoulder amp. I'm not even sure what you meant to call that. There's too many things called amp. Use your
Window.
heal first.
No, not
No,
the window.
the
self-heal
heal thing. The self-heal. Yeah, there you go, self-heal, that's it. Yeah, use your self-heal and you're fine. Like, that's basically it. Is that anything else? Any questions? I know I went fairly fast.
Yeah, I have one.
Okay.
Can I not play main?
Actually, playing Sombra on spam because I don't think I've played a single game of Sombra in the past 4 seasons of Overwatch.
You want to play Sombra and spam, you say?
No, I asked if it's actually me on Sombra or should it be Sam? Because I don't play her.
It has been the
Well-
hit scan before.
Well,
I'm pretty sure.
Candy, what's your tracer like? Like, what, I don't know what people.
Completely garbage. Like all my aim heroes.
then you just run Echo and not Sombra.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, got it.
Like, as you go on, you're gonna, like, okay, in my head, what the process is gonna be is, you're going to be trying these different comps, you're going to be trying these different variations, and over, like, 3, 4, like, about a month, you'll be able to work out, okay, this is what's good, this is what's bad, and then you refine it down, and then you can work out what maps you play it on, and then you've got a general plan for what you're doing, and then you can start working on stuff really properly. Like, you've worked out your proper structure. Like, you work your way through it.
Candy, you're not moaning about May? Or you just resigned yourself to
No,
the
I've
fact?
accepted it. I've accepted
Okay.
it. I've made peace with it.
I can say your May isn't bad, I've seen it, I quite like it.
So that
It's
doesn't
just
mean you
not
like
very
playing
fun,
it.
is it? Yeah.
Nah.
Anyone else? Because Jess was talking very fast.
With the poke comp, have you got any objections to having Mercy instead of Zen if we have the Ash?
Personally, I don't. But, like,
No.
it's just, again, it's who you want power to. Like, basically, Zen is more powerful than Mercy, but Mercy's easier value. Like Discord, like, the amount of damage you get from a Discord versus the damage boost is insane. Like, it's just hard. It's just harder to do.
So damage boost boosts one person, whereas Discord boosts everyone.
Like, Discord is, like, in ranked, Mercy is probably worth more than Zen, but, like, Zen has just, Zen is, even after the nerf, he's still kind of overpowered, but you can try both. Like, Mercy pairs with Ash insanely well.
And bit of a mixture between the Brawl and the Poke. What are your thoughts on a Rhino Orisa with the Brig, and maybe a May
Running it with a
instead?
Brig is completely useless. Basically, do you know what Rhinovis is rad for? Basically,
It's a Brawl, pretty much.
yeah,
It's
it's hard Brawl, but it counters Zarya. Like you run Orisa to counter Zarya in Brawl. Like it's stupid micro things, but on the smallest maps you can win. You can combo a lot of things with Paul really easily into Brawl. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they're small pools, so you have to have smaller maps here. But Orisa just cuts off Zarya. You don't get angles, you don't get all charge, and overall you'll get more value because you'll charge your Bongo faster and they'll charge Wrath, and it's just you run Orisa to cut off Zarya. Like if you're running Rhine over Sigma for spam, you'll get your shield. You're getting more shield, I will admit, but you're getting less spam. So it's just, you know what I mean. Overall, you're not helping the comp. You're just sustaining the rest of your team, and you can't do anything yourself. You're just there. But no, like Orisa, like Rhine Orisa is a really hard fast rush comp designed to beat Rhine Zarya, which means you force balls out and then you fucking go at them. Like you roll them over, and you have to have Lucio to do that.
Yeah.
You all good with that?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Anything else?
Kind of missing my Anna there somewhere, but
I was actually wondering about the on PokeComp. We have Bab on like off support and butterflies on Zen apparently. Is
Yeah.
that like butterfly? Are you like
yeah. Butterfly
yeah.
plays Zen, and they're both off supports. Like,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I was like,
do you not play BAP?
No, I do play BAP. I was just like wondering if butterflies better at like BAP instead of Zen.
oh no,
Like
I've
kind-
never seen
no?
live BAP.
no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just wondering because
Yeah.
there's like a bit of overlap, so
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's
that's fine.
double flex support.
Yeah.
Now, our teams are shitting themselves over dual flag support meta, but it's like it doesn't matter. Fly plays Zen, so you fine.
Yeah, alright.
I was just
play
thinking,
that,
me and Milk
please.
are pretty good for that.
Yep. You play BAP, Milk plays Zen. Like
Oh, the thing is, Milk can play BAP and Anna as well.
you can play Anna. I don't trust his BAP. Milk flanks. I'm sorry. You can flank on Anna a bit more than you can on BAP.
I mean, you didn't see flank yesterday.
From who? You?
Yeah.
On the Zen constantly, and I never had a single Discord. We don't talk about that. Like, I was aware what you were doing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just as long as you're aware.
Yeah, I was watching it. I was already. Why aren't I getting Discords? Oh, there he is. You just don't have LOS and my styles because you're doing your own shit. Tis fine
Yeah.
though. Okay,
Getting your shit done.
last one maybe. All my questions answered?
Do we still want to run Ryan Sigma at any point, or is that defunct now?
Sig is kind of poo-poo in Brawl. Like, he used to be good because he could... Basically, you have people... Who was it? Houston versus Glad, so people watched that game. It's basically the entire game you have the Sig chilling at the front and the Ryan is flanking. The issue with that is Sig's shield is no longer good enough to sustain himself and Sig will just die.
Fair enough.
Basically. Sig, if you run Sig inside the Brawl, it's a waste. It's just like you can... Zarya is better than that, and then from there Orisa counters that, and then D.Va faster than Orisa, so D.Va's better. And then if you run it split, you're just going to get run over because you don't have good enough sustain.
Okay.
Yep.
Sam, have you got anything to say?
Sam
Sam's
isn't
not
here.
Sam's not here. Are you good? So I think Sam said he couldn't be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was sort of like, there's 7 people in here, so that's all of
Yeah.
everyone. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, Sam's
No,
been
I'm-
really quiet.
I'm here to talk about comp things.
Yes.
Okay.
I have to learn
I'll
some
be quiet
Brit
for the
then.
rest of the time. Rest of the night, though.
That was the general thing anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I don't know
but-
what else. Though. It's like okay, you sorted out comp structure. You sorted out comps. You can't say what you want exactly for the comps because you haven't tested it. What
See what
is there
suited
much?
you.
Is there much else?
Did you write the shot calling thing and stuff down somewhere?
I can
Just
write
the-
it down.
Yeah.
I'll
Mm,
write
I
it
will
down
forget
here.
it about it. Yeah.
I feel maybe I went too fast, but we don't talk about that. I thought we had less time than we did.
Thing is, I'm used to hearing you talk at God knows how many miles an hour, so I can understand you.
Yeah.
And I also
Yeah, I
know what
think
you're
I
talking
get
about.
Yeah.
Everyone else having to concentrate 100% just to hear
Yeah.
everything you're
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, sorry, I never realised until I got to poke how much information I loaded you very quickly.
I was just saying, are you just getting tired at the end? Or are you actually consciously slowing down now?
No, I realised. But no, around dive I started getting tired. The only thing I can really think of talking about is like, what do you want to be focusing on particularly? Do you have anything that you think would suit? Like Luna would know better about this. I assume you know people's hero pools.
I have kind of done this to people's hero pools.
You've done
Already.
it anyway, so
Yeah.
So,
except Fly on Brick.
except for that.
And then I forgot about Sombra for Candy.
No, you didn't put Sombra there. I just mentioned it, so you added it.
Oh, okay, that'd be why. Yeah.
There was a couple of additions.
Why is that weirdly greasy? Why is there grease on my keyboard? Ignore me.
Okay.
It's like on the underside of my keyboard.
Okay, I was gonna say, if it's on the keyboard, then that's because you've been eating pizza whilst.
It's
Playing
like on the
video games, but-
side, right hand side, like underneath all of the
Hmm.
thing. I don't know why it's there. Also rotations. This one.
Where are you writing that down?
And it's gonna happen.
Hi.
That doesn't quite make sense.
The wrong admin.
No, I haven't put.
could
I
just
haven't
add it to
finished
the-
it yet.
No. You said admin. It's not admin.
Okay, team admin then.
Yeah. I still think we need to delete one of them. Back.
Yes, so do I. And then ultra king.
Yay.
There you go. Is there anything you particularly want people to do now?
I don't know.
I was actually like wondering about the trial period or like trying out. I was like wondering how many scrims does it usually take for you to choose someone for your team?
That's a good question.
Sam Nix, how many scrims did it take you?
I think it was 2. I mean, it depends if I can find another support.
In my head, it's generally one scrim to one to 3 scrims, but the longest I've ever done a trial when I was GMing was 2 weeks. Like, generally speaking, it shouldn't be that long because a lot of it is just do you fit with the team, and that's a fairly quick thing to try and work out.
I see. Yeah, I'm just letting you know that I'm actually trying out for another team, but there's like I'm just like seeing if either of these teams seem better.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing to do.
But fire is better.
Okay.
I can confirm I'm almost fire. I don't know if I count really, but
Yeah, you definitely do.
mhm. I definitely do a whole lot here.
I am the longest member of Fire, so
I think yes.
Yeah.
yes, because I've been coaching it since before any of you got here.
Oh, I thought John was here before you were, but
Mm-hmm. So as well. but-
No, I was here when when the teams first started.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
that doesn't count.
okay,
You-
fair
you
enough.
left- You left. That doesn't count.
I left.
For the initial iteration, you weren't part then, were you?
Yes, I was.
Oh damn! Wait, yes. I just did coaching stuff because I'm pretty sure. Who was it? Casper didn't like you.
Probably.
I did a bunch of coaching stuff one-on-one with him for like macro things about how to shot call and things.
Yeah, I just don't think he liked me.
It happens.
Who is this Casper person?
I
I suppose it doesn't matter because he was.
This would be, I guess,
Yeah, he was gone before I got
nearly
in
4
the
years
team.
ago. Five's been through many teams.